Main, top left building.
Yeah. Gas is moving. Right across.
It's one shot.
I think they have ghost.
Oh, yeah. Play smart. Play smart.
team's in a safe
We need to
zone.
get this dub.
All of them have ghost.
Oh shit. I'm coming. I'm far behind though.
One is steps.
Shit. Pace.
He's down low, chasing me.
Up top.
For sure, down low. Coming up. There
Nice.
you go.
Dude's up here.
Move in position.
Let's go, bro.
I have an airstrike.
If you down one, let me know. I'm gonna go up the other.
Down,
one.
up there.
Striking it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
do
you
it.
go.
I'm gonna go
right
up
next
the
to
zip line.
Yeah. Is that? Oh, nice. We're a bunch of teams right here, bro. There's one. Down one. Down one.
I'm going. Oh no, I'm getting shot at from in the ass. No. I'm up here though.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm up here.
Oh, I see him on the hill, literally.
Wait, no, this guy's alive up here.
There's the one.
Oh,
Oh, it's got airstrike too. Probably dead.
Down the guy down low. Big
Okay,
cluster.
cluster.
Those are elite.
Oh,
I'm
my
there's
God.
my guy.
Yeah, stay up, boys.
Down two down low here. That's a
More.
Nah, these two teams are fighting. I killed guys that are fighting.
Alright, bet.
They're up there on your opposite side, Pace. They're up there. Or they're down below. I just heard
I'm just trying to get this bread.
steps on right now.
He's up top.
Like on you?
And they gotta jump. They gotta
Yeah, he's up top. I think.
watch the left.
Yeah, top round bottom.
Yeah, top left. Down. Dead though.
There's gotta be more.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
I'm gonna get to that buy.
Yeah, I got trail here.
I still have that free buyback in the middle of the thing. Oh, guys in here.
I'm gonna buy him back.
I do you.
Oh, right there, Pace.
Where?
Right on the stairs. You missed him.
Oh,
He was
really?
right on the stairs.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he
looking at you. Yeah.
I want to follow up.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna get his guns.
Yo, I'm gonna buy UAVs. Yo, I'm gonna drop you money, May, to get itself.
Alright. Oh, we're good. That's a big bag.
Yo, I'm dropping money at the buy too for you, Def.
UAV entering the AO.
One kid's still behind us in the storm.
Yeah. He just got ghost. We just gotta do this. Show me do
Yeah.
this.
Yep. Oh yeah. We are back on board with Pacesetter, one of the players who qualified through the Open Qualifiers on Monday. His team has currently put up a 73-point game, substantial number. We'll see if it sticks to the end of the day. They're going to probably have to find a few better games than that, though, if they want to make it into our top four.
That's sweet top four. You get yourself an additional hour to add a whole new game to your score, but only those top four players. And we saw some great race to the, the sort of just to break into the bubble, just to break into that top four. It was very, very interesting, very exciting. I would imagine that we're going to see potentially even more teams, putting up similar numbers, because it does seem to be like a tough day. I mean, Clint, you said it during the break. You're like, these lobbies are looking very tough.
Yeah, well, some of the games we popped to, I mean, that's absolutely been the sentiment, like from the players and what it's looked like for us. But he's on 21 right now. That's 73. Like yesterday, that was like the third best for a lot of the top teams, so it's still a good one to post. But hopefully this is a bigger one they're working on currently, and the numbers might be a little bit lower for total scores today, just based on the fact that you have what, a half hour less to compete. So that might be part of it as well. It's like, one or two less drops that you're going to have to try and get those numbers up. But now it's really just about trying to close this out. They've got 14 left. I'm not sure what shape his teammates are in, but if they're in a similar ballpark to him, this absolutely could end up being one of those 60+ games you desperately need from a kill standpoint.
Guys in here.
Come the comms. One player inside this green building at the very least. Get them origins out. I wouldn't have called there to be so many origin shots today. So that's a good spot, man. I mean, this has been relentless. Every single player we've jumped onto, as soon as their loadouts have been in play, it's just been the origin shot.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them, and I wonder if that's like it's similar to what happened with the foul. Like when the foul was floor loot, like no one was running the foul as secondary for the most part. Then the foul was floor loot inside of super. Everyone was getting smoked by it up close, and people started trying it out a little bit more. Now in season 5 with the origin is floor loot. Like you may have died. Like to put this in perspective, I think. And as long as I have played this game, as many hours as I've put in before season 5, I probably died to an origin less than 5 times because it wasn't floor loot. So it was only if it was in somebody's loadout, which was really, really rare. But now when you're getting smoked by it constantly in Superstore, when you're picking it up early and frying with it, it prompts people to try it out themselves. And I think that's a big part of why you're seeing it in the mix a little bit more.
Yeah. When you get your hands on something, you give it a test drive, and yeah, it seems to work out. But this is a decent finish. Pacesetter with that 22 kills overall. I mean, once you identify where these remaining players are coming from, obviously there's a few there in the warehouse in front of them, but pick up the ID and then make an educated guess on the push.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be safe here top green, so they're going to have to work their way towards police eventually. It's just how many are in there. It can't be many. It's probably one guy. The fact that all 3 of them are alive. There's one warehouse and one somewhere in police. So they're just going to play this safe, play it smart.
He's pushing across right now.
Yeah, and I think it was Super Duper Daft. He was the one that was dropping monster games. One of the previous tournaments I casted. So he is certainly a beast. He's on 17 right now. So we saw the 20 plus from Pacesetter. His 17. They should be in the mid to high 50s, somewhere in that realm, I would think.
Now they have circle control, and there's the spot. Default weapons right now for
Let's go, man.
Mr. Daft, and that's it. Super Dupes Daft gets the win. Teammates come through, find the kills. That's going to be the dub, and a decent amount of points either side.
That ended up being way more than I thought, because the one player we didn't see was on 25.
Hey,
so that was 25, 24, and 17, I think it was.
I'm pulling it up. It's 24, 25, 17. You nailed it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 66. So they end up putting up what
91.
91. So that's a huge game to go with their 73 they had previously, which I think should put them right around like top 3 right now, because I think Metaphor and Rational and Finesse, and after their win they got to this 177. So they really went up the ranks as well. Sim, Huskers, and Cloaksy are putting up some bombs. So teams are really starting to get. There's a couple teams that have had 2 solid games now as we check out Huskers POV. And I think the other one I saw that was doing really well, who did I see around 160? Oh, yeah, it was Jared FPS, Colors, and Attract. And I think Colors and Attract were one of those, I think 2 guys that came in through an open qualifier for MFAM, and they've just been frying ever since.
You see Symphony there, putting up 70 kills in a single game as a team. That gave them a 95-point game, which is our highest game of the day.
And that's one of the bigger ones for them. I mean, in a lot of these trios and quads tournaments recently for these guys, like, they've had such tough lobbies. They've been vocal about it at times on social media. They've just been struggling to put up, like, I mean, they're sweating, grinding through to get like 50, 55 kill wins. So to have a monster like that, it's good to see for these guys, because they are, I mean, you could argue that Symphony and Huskers are maybe the top 2 Warzone players in North America. They're close to it. They've had consistent results all year, a bunch of W's to their name in various tournament formats. The guys are beasts.
They're definitely, I mean, outside of like, you know, Aiden Mutek's team, like they're definitely one of the squads I would expect to pick up the win here. But dude, you're right. This is the thing with the Warzone tournament. We talked about this yesterday. It's akin more to like poker. You can control as much as you possibly can, but at the end of the day, there is still an element of randomness. You can make educated guesses, you can make informed decisions, but at the same time, there's a little bit of luck involved, and it's just it's capitalizing that luck. It's applying as much skill as you possibly can, and these players, I mean, they have got boatloads of it. Let's face it.
Well, they're in a really good position now, considering they have a 63, which could be a an okay third game if needed. They have that 95. They just really need, over the course of the next what are we, about an hour into this, about an hour and a half left, somewhere in that realm. They have about an hour and a half to post one more monster game, so they're in a really good position. You can say that for about 5 teams right now that have 2 solid scores that are kind of leading the pack from that regard.
Yeah, we have a lot of people by us. We just don't know where.
UAV pretty soon here.
Jared's got a cool looking room, Clint. Look at that colors.
Thanks, man.
Blue.
Thanks.
Nice room.
Rub it in my face again. My room sucks.
It's got that red hat. It's matching the controller. Oh yeah, man. It's got the speaker tags on the side. Yeah, man.
Branding.
I look like I'm in like Harry Potter's closet, man. Like.
Yeah, Yeah, they're still
It's not good.
Harry Potter had nano leaves in his closet?
He probably did, man. But they were probably like magical nano leaves, dude.
He's on the left side.
Just waved his wand around and made something happen.
It was like LED Naniosa.
Oh, that guy.
That was that guy. that guy was scratching his nose or something like that. That was one hand on the controller, one hand on the
Oh, no.
keyboard. Like,
Give me a second.
There was zero awareness from whoever that was.
On the other side.
I mean, he has a dead silence play at the moment, so that does help. And it's
One
done.
guy's down low.
But yeah, great stuff, man. Jared, good kills. 3 this game. We saw a lot of love from his name there in the chat. And there's a decent amount of red dots on the radar. That UAV is going to be a profitable one, to put it
Yeah.
mildly.
This guy's running.
And I
Get
think
him
the
left
first
arm.
time I really saw Jared play was I think he teamed with Huskers one of the previous events, and I wasn't super familiar with him at the time, but he had some really clutch moments. Him and Huskers had some amazing moments to make a deep run. So cool to see what he can do here with attracting colors.
I'll distract.
I just heard that as attractive colors based on his room, but my mind is elsewhere right
I'm
now.
gonna loot this guy real quick.
I mean, they are attractive colors. They are.
Sweet bit.
No, we haven't had one the whole game.
You didn't have no money?
No, I got money. I'm going right now to get the UAV.
Good grab.
Well,
How long?
Money's
what
a
were they
problem.
at again? I think I just read their score off, but they were doing well. Yeah, they're at 160 right now with 2, so I think they're sitting around top 5.
I've got to get SMG.
I like how we've censored out Tommy there. Okay, cool.
I was going to say, like, back over to Tommy.
In my hand the whole time.
And he can see him.
And I think for Tommy and his squad, they're just looking to get another big game because they're at 127. And that's after we saw they posted like a 90 plus their first time around. So they're just in the battle to find. I think they can improve massively on the second score they have and then get another big one because I would imagine the other game they have in is like a 40, somewhere in the 40 kill mark. So that's going to be one that falls off.
Yeah. Buy up, yeah.
Enemy UAV
There it goes.
There it goes.
I'm peeking this wall.
Oh wait, I'm pinging a team. I'm pinging a team up here
Someone's
on my thing.
sniping me.
Did anyone see what they were on? Like when you checked that scoreboard for one brief second?
I was going to say.
Oh, I keep looking at our document and forgetting there's a graphic on the screen. Okay, so it's 93 and 34. I don't know why I always do that. Yeah, the 34 was the they're going to be replacing that for sure. So you might as well just pretend they're at 93 points for now.
93 alone, yeah.
Drawn blue. They sniped me on my back, by the way.
This is good comms. Tommy's going for it now.
Yeah, they're right here right now. They're like right there.
Move your pings, move your pings.
2 blue, 1 green. I mean, this is a perfect example of how to play very aggressive
I see the other one.
Warzone game. Let's face it, Tom doesn't hit a single thing there. I mean, that was an awful fight to take, nonetheless. But like, circle position's good. I mean, it's going to be an ugly finish when you have to pull those players down from the tippity top of that mountainside, and now you have to make your way into this bunker. Check your corners, Tommy. There could be players in here as well, but yeah, it could be a nasty finish. Tom's got to hit a few more shots, to be frank, but
I've got ghosts.
I have faith. I have a lot of faith.
Well, I mean, it's a better circle than it could be because it's not the one that pulls out to the mountain. If it was the one pulling out to the mountain, this would be way more stressful for them. I guess we'll see once circle comes in where it goes because it could still pull back at a bunker. But as long as the bunker is still in play, they should be in a pristine spot to close this out. I mean, it's a 3v3.
I'm gonna flank left probably.
Yeah, I'm going far left.
Oh, Tom says I'm going to make a play, so he's going to flank all the way around left.
He was here.
This is
yeah.
Right here.
This is one of those plays where
Chill.
it works out and you win the game, or you get caught and your team's in a tough spot. Oh, I found a play. Man, it doesn't hurt. Okay, well, I think the snipe just did a shot, so Noobs is going to be down. So now there's way more pressure on Tommy to make this play. Because now he's not there to help his teammate, potentially get a res. Tommy's got to do it, and well, he's got much better in-game intuition than I do.
Oh, apparently it's not Nick's team. It's not.
I doubt they'd all have snipers on the
This is
wall
getting
right here.
tense.
Weak.
So it looks like Noobs is back up on his feet now.
Have you too? Oh, dude, they all.
Tommy's just not able to capitalize on this one, and that's going to be an instant down as well. So Tom's got to go, man. I mean, this is not worked out.
Well, Tommy was bad. Like when he tries to get to, make a play and do this wide flank, they end up pushing up. But now he's able to get the angle wide left. Now it's working out. Tommy able to make the play. There's the W. There's the win. Now, I'm not
the board.
Shows the board. He checked it really quickly, and it didn't look like anything crazy.
75 overall.
Okay, so it's 50 kill win. So no, I think it was 50. I'm assuming they're putting the 25 in, yeah, because it was not a big score when they looked at it.
Yeah. They'd be freaking out if they just put a 100-point game.
Yeah, exactly right. So they have the 75, they have the 93. Now they just need, they need one more good one.
The fuck? Twitter's playing a video.
You've been hacked, mate.
That skin is horrifying, by the way. That I forget her name, Rook. Like that little face, like some like I don't know, I want to call it like a kink dungeon prisoner or something.
Yeah, it looks like
just,
someone wearing a morph suit.
Yeah, it's just unsettling to look at. Like I don't know. I'm in a.
It's a Navy SEAL in a kink dungeon. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Bring out the gimp.
Iceman.
That's all I think of when I see that woman's face. Like it's just there's something about it, man. Anyway, Iceman Isaac.
I'm down to push him. Yeah, let's go.
Chat says Biffle currently has 30 kills. Can we check on that?
That doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I would love to see that, but this is a team I'm interested in too. Yeah, I played with Isaac. Isaac a bit is a beast. In the most recent Teams trials, I played with Jowo. He's a monster. His duo for a long time has been exact, so they've got a lot of chemistry and play together a ton. But yeah, if we could see Biffle, honestly, if we watch Biffle the entire broadcast, it would be very entertaining. If we just never left him, I'm not even kidding. The guy's just nuts, man.
Nested boy, very nested boy. Steady, doors wide open. Here we go. Still plays in and amongst the mighty Atlas Superstore. Hi.
Oh! And that is an example of why you see people making Origin classes, because you just it shocks you when you die to it. It's so fast, and there is nothing you can do about it.
It just feels 30. All 3 plates are gone within 1 or 2 pumps of that thing.
So I'm guessing either Biffle had to grab his fully loaded class, or he picked up guns off the ground. Yeah, or maybe just for this particular circle. I've never seen him with this type of loadout with a Grau and an HDR. He's been a lock for the MP5 and the AMAX, but he ends up with 31. 15 and 10 for next.
So 56, 76, 81, I believe.
Yeah, but there's an example of what I was talking about earlier with Biffle. Like the guy's a monster, man. Like he is just an absolute monster.
Almost 10k damage as well. I mean, love that.
So they had 81. I think their first game was their first game was 81 as well. So if anything, they're consistent.
Or Symphony. Symphony currently holding the highest kill game of the day at 95 points. So
I have gotten much dumber by playing with Mason. Symphony is a unique fellow. He cracks me up, man. He has a lot. He's young and he has a lot to learn in this world, but he is, at least for me personally, probably one of the better raw natural aimers I've ever played with. It is just unbelievable. I mean, that he gets accused of hacking in just about every single lobby he ever plays in. Some of the stuff I've seen him do defies logic. He's just very good.
I don't think people understand how, as an individual, to be accused of cheating when you know you're just sick, it does wonders for the ego. Like, dude, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, but he's a jackass too, in the sense that he plays into it, and he does stuff to make it look like he is intentionally just to mess with people. So he brings it on himself a little bit as well.
It's hilarious when he'll snap and randomly shoot for no reason, and then he'll look at the camera just to give you this little hint.
Yeah, he does it all the time. He does it all the time. So I was cracking up when clips were circulating where people were positive he was cheating. I'm like, no, bro, he does that all the time. Like he's just basically trolling, and just sometimes the troll is just a little bit too accurate because it works out. And here is the fun of looting.
He had it for
to get the UAV. He just gave up. And it's not that important.
It had it for a moment. That sucks.
How do you know?
Anyway, keep the pace going. Yeah, you heard Husker's making that cool. You have to keep the pace up. You have to keep those kills coming. It looks like Husker's going to be playing the island right now in the 2-1. And Sim and Cloaksy just cleaning up.
Oh yeah, no, Huskers loves to play on an island. It's why I sometimes hate playing with him during the day, because we love to go on win streaks, right? Get a ton of wins, play together, go on double-digit streaks. And anytime I play with Huskers, I look at the minimap and he's just gone off on his own mission. He lives for that. He's a very clutch player, very intelligent player, good at playing in solo spots against teams. In recent events, he's had some of the wildest, last alive for his squad, no armor play plates and his squad wipes them. Like, he pulls off some insane stuff for sure. But now he ran into the newly, and I don't know if you want to call it improved, but the new stadium. Is the guy just up in the window.
And you cracked a ton of windows on Stadium. You let the air in. Yeah, it was a little stinky in there, whatever. But dude, there's just so many angles you have to worry about now. Like, that whole area's changed dramatically. And again, I don't know if it's for the better. Like,
it's cool. Like,
it is cool. It's cool.
I feel like any change there needs to be map change. There needs to be updates. Like, anything is great. It's just when you're talking about it from a competitive aspect, there's just a lot more little camping spots and angles you have to worry about. I mean, it was already stressful enough just hoping a team wasn't top airport. Now when you're running near this to work a buy or on rotation, it just feels like there's like 40 spots you have to worry about.
Oh, he managed to get that trophy system in the end. That was stressful.
Oh my god, dude, there's like 8 people.
That was stressful, man.
Oh, stadium is packed. Oh yeah, stadium is packed.
Something's going on there, man. CDS playoffs coming up next week.
Yeah, must be. Hey, there's 2 full squads inside.
Nice down. Nice shots indeed.
Yeah.
So they're going to push these players on the hills. They're going to avoid the players there by Stadium. Let them, if they can get the kills on this hill and turn around and go back into Stadium fast enough, I mean, there's actually tons of it. Out towards the west of Stadium as well in the field. There's even more there.
And I think the logic here is Stadium Central Circle. They're still going to be there. Kill the people on edge, push out the other spots that people are going to have to rotate, and then head in later. And that is a fast wipe. But yeah, they should still be able to get back and deal with a lot of the Stadium players.
Yep. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. And vehicles as well to play with. Like, I know Huskers loves his Bertha. Oh yeah, he's gonna dip. You're gonna dip.
Just W key them.
Waiting for the peek on the truck.
Just W key them. Like, do you console players? That's left stick forward.
I'm looking at the firehouse.
Firehouse. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Firehouse dead. Firehouse down. Another one. Firehouse. I down one.
There's a trophy on you.
There's only one up. There's I got right. There's only one there.
In the yellow?
Yeah, I down one. So there's 2.
Selfie.
There, but I down one.
Got pushing in.
Yo, he's in the back room, I think.
There's one close left in here.
I'm armoring him.
The comms are just hectic right now. There are people everywhere,
On that guy.
and everything was exploding. I mean, those internal house fights just with C4 and then that occasional proximity mine, like it can just go from, okay, we're storming a team together, we got this, bros, to dear lord, there's so many explosives here. This suddenly got out of hand, but that's now back-to-back squad wipes, so they pretty much run through a team quickly.
The player on the bridge, or is it? Yeah, he's right there. Oh, the guy with the C4, he just cripped out the little troll under the bridge, and now, oh, the kills come through. This guy mourning Borurica. I don't even know what I've just said there, but probably just cursing in another language. Folks are still alive though.
Yeah. No, you probably said something foul, right?
Real bad.
So what were they? I think they're on 45 currently with 40 left. Yeah, on 45 with 40, this could absolutely be a mid 60s, 70 type game, depending on how this circle plays out, how many players they can find. And if they put up another bomb,
that was like bunker.
I mean, they're good for top 4, I would think, because they're already at 166 currently. Another, well, not good. Didn't they have one? Yeah, I guess the 63, there's a chance might not be enough, but that should be easy enough for these guys to improve upon. But even if they have 290 pluses in a 63, they might be okay.
Yeah. That one bunker.
I have a trophy.
Ammo right here.
They are above me as well.
Problem right now with Braxton. Brax attack Orochimaru. Shout out to the Naruto fans.
Because what was it? It was
I picked up 2 flash.
I think the top team yesterday had 280, and then the 2 teams right behind them were tied to 270, is what it was, right?
Going into the final, or in the final 4, or after?
In the final 4. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like 280, 270, 270 for like the top 3.
Yeah, the last one was like 225 something. Yeah.
Sounds like they're coming down.
From Ryzen out. Awkward situation. This is a low kill game for him, given there's only 7 players left. Nice job with a big kill. That's why the Origin works a wonder.
More and more Origins, though. Like, I think a lot more than we saw yesterday, right?
Yeah, way more than we saw yesterday. We saw very few Origin shotguns. It was like akimbo pistols for speed, just as a secondary, no one overkill. But like this is.
I hate this because now with all these streamers doing it in a tournament, that just means that every one of their mother is going to start running the Origin as a secondary. Oh, it's like it's why I hated Doug last year, because Doug was like a big proponent of the MOG early in Blackout, and then just everyone ran the MOG, and the MOG was like the most annoying gun ever, and it never got touched or nerfed the entire year.
No, didn't get any love whatsoever. It was still super powerful.
Yeah, it was the best secondary by a mile.
We lived together for what, like 6 months almost, like with the
Something
duration
like that,
of the CDL Pro League. I remember just you woke me up at 9 a.m. every day, just like I hate the MOG.
Oh, there is some rage in me. There is some rage and darkness in me when it comes to Call of Duty. Like, it is the one title, man. Like, I love it. I work on it. I play it. I love Call of Duty. But there is no game I have ever played that I have had such a love-hate relationship with, that I can go from a full smile and have the time of my life with my friends to wanting to smash every object within 50 yards of me.
We heard Rated talk about wanting to put a hole in his monitor. Like, it's it's so that's one of those things that makes Call of Duty so special.
He's on this car.
It certainly is.
So special.
It's right here.
Trying to bait his player out. I like that gold kilo, I must admit. It's a sexy one.
Shot, bro. Broke his arm.
Well, while they clean up this team here, see problem right, should get the last one. And they'll win that game. Clean up a good one, folks. We're going to take a quick break here while they get that score added to their